Good morning. Welcome to the Wakaloo Hepiu campground. It's in the Sierras, just outside of a town called Arnold in Northern California. And this morning, I'm going to show you how to make the impossible right after this. I told you we're going to make the impossible, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make eggs Benedict off the back of a motorcycle at a campsite. Oh man, this is good. Ooh. I never get eggs Benedict at home. I wonder why. I have to go camping to get eggs Benedict? Now, why would you want to do that? Well, if you want to take your mom out for Mother's Day for a nice brunch, you can take her for a bike ride on the back and stop and make some eggs Benedict for her. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's get on it. We've got Spam, which we're going to use for Canadian bacon. Just have to use your imagination on that one. A little white wine vinegar, and you'll use this for poaching the eggs. Something about binding the proteins. English muffins, salt and pepper, some parsley for the top, and fresh eggs. It's really important you get fresh eggs. The eggs you get at the grocery store are probably about 2 weeks old by then, by the time you get them. These are fresh eggs, so if you know somebody with a chicken, be nice to them, get some eggs. They will last for quite a few days on the back of the motorcycle just fine. A little butter, and of course, the secret sauce. This is hollandaise sauce already made up, and that's what makes this possible. It's a little tiny can. I have a P38. We'll get that open and get cooking. You'd think I'd learned by now that with the Spam, if you poke a hole in the bottom, that will release the suction. So let's see if I can get that a hole in here and see if that actually works. Let's see. No, really doesn't make any difference. Now I'm just going to cut off really thin slices of this because we're trying to simulate Canadian bacon. I know, you have to use your imagination, but that's okay. You'll get through it. One of the reasons that it makes it hard to make eggs Benedict at home, or any place really, is that you have to have a couple burners going at the same time. And so today I brought a second burner, one of the Trangia stoves, to boil the water so I can poach the eggs at the same time that this is heating up. Now, if you're camping with somebody else, of course you can borrow their stove, or you're making breakfast for more than 2 or more people. So it's always nice to share and use the same equipment. It cuts down the amount of stuff you have to bring with you. Okay, well, that's cooking up. I'm going to open up the hollandaise sauce. I was full-on adult before I learned that it was called hollandaise sauce and not holiday sauce. We only got it on holidays, so I thought that's what they were saying. It's holiday sauce. I really can't be the only person who has thought that. And that'll keep it warming while the rest of the stuff is cooking. Let's see how the water's going. Oh, that's getting almost too hot. So you don't want it totally rolling boiling. Let me take that off just a little bit. Take an egg. I'm going to crack it in this little bowl. And the reason I'm doing that is because if you just drop the egg in, it will sink to the bottom and stick, and then it'll just stick at the bottom and it'll get messy. So you have to do that. Now you're supposed to put wine vinegar in here. I don't know how much. I'm just going to squirt a little bit in there, and that's supposed to bind the white egg whites so they stick together. And then you give it a good stir this way. And that's also supposed to keep, when you dump the egg in there, that it swirls around and connects to itself so it doesn't get all stringy. Let's see if that actually works. There you go, really gently. Oh yeah, looks like it's working. And we can check on our Canadian bacon. We gotta check on our Canadian bacon. It's right there. Yeah, I said it. It's Canadian bacon. Let's see how our bread's doing. Oh, it's probably cooked. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, that is exactly what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to take these off because I think these are just about done. Put those on the plate. Ow. Man, I always burn myself. You'd think I'd learn not to do that. Let's see how our sauce is doing. Look at that. I think we'll give our Canadian bacon just a little bit longer. Now, I just took this container and I used a soldering iron and poked a bunch of holes in it, and you can see the holes I put in there, and that's so I can carry things like tomatoes or mushrooms or things I don't want to get crushed, but I also want it to breathe. And I'm going to use it to string the poached eggs out of here. as well. So you always try to get things to have, you know, dual purpose. It saves room. All right, I think our Canadian bacon's done. Let's get that on there. We'll give our hollandaise sauce a little bit of time to heat up. All right, well, I'm gonna dump these eggs out into this basket, get the poached eggs, and I'm gonna put them on a paper towel to dry them off, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I got the poached eggs. Look like they came out pretty good. I put them in I drained them and put them on this towel to dry them up a little bit, and it looks like they came out just perfect. So I'll just stick them on there. I think it's cooled down enough. Yeah, it's cooled down enough at the top. And you just spoon that on carefully across the whole top. Look at that. And see, this is the impossible. Making eggs Benedict. I'll just put that one there to cover the top. Okay. And put a little salt and pepper. Oh, I like pepper. I'm not a big salt fan anyway, but I do like pepper. So I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on there. A little bit of pepper. And of course, we can't forget the parsley. Put a little parsley on top. There we go. Doesn't that look delicious? Looks absolutely amazing. So, remember, take your mom out for a motorcycle ride on Mother's Day and make her eggs Benedict. I hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new maybe. And if you did, if you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the little bell. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time with something else to cook while motorcycle camping.